My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine. Today I want to talk to you about the reason why the keto diet, the ketogenic diet, is the best diet for you. I've been personally on the keto diet for quite a few years now, and I have achieved amazing results. I have 0% body fat, no fat under my skin, no fat inside my belly, which we call visceral fat, which is a very nasty fat that is associated with heart attack, stroke, Alzheimer's, dementia, and cancers. And my God, this keto diet has allowed me to age slowly. I'm 50 years young. I am all bone, skin, and muscle, and nothing else. I go to the gym 2 hours a day, non-stop, 365 days a year, no exception. I sleep 9 hours a night. From 9 o'clock at night, I put my head down. After 2 minutes, I fall asleep like a baby. Then I wake up spontaneously. My brain wakes me up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, whether it's a holiday, a weekend, or a work day. I don't need to put any alarm clock. 9 hours of sleep. My memory is super sharp. I suffer from no anxiety, no depression, no diseases, nothing. Right? Thanks to the keto diet, regular exercise, and of course, a healthy food. Right? You have to cut completely this nasty processed food. Now, this keto diet, depending on how young you are and how active you are, you have to make sure that you have between 20 and maybe maximum 50 grams of sugar. Me, I am somewhere closer to 20 than 50, right? I might be between 20 to 40 grams. It's very, 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 very excellent diet. It will make you age gracefully. You will lose your fat, right? All your fat will be gone, but you need obviously to follow the diet. In addition to the keto diet, I lower my overall daily calories. I posted videos about my dietary intake. My morning breakfast is a small breakfast. I have eggs, healthy eggs, and I put olive oil with my eggs, right? No salt, no nothing. I have tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I have also some healthy, a fistful of walnuts or almond or peanut butter or pistachios. Nothing processed. No sugar, no salt, no nothing. In addition to that, in my breakfast, I have a large glass of protein juice that I mix with 100% cocoa powder. There is absolutely no sugar, no salt, no fake sugars, no sugar additive, no nothing in my protein powder and my cocoa powder that I mix together and I drink with a coffee or a tea, and then I go poop, and then I take my shower, then I get dressed and I go to work, right? Then at lunch, my lunch, usually I skip it because I have absolutely no time, right, at work. I work 8 to 10 hours a day, including Saturdays, and I love it. I will never retire. I will keep working until I'm 100 years old, right? Retirement is not made for me. I love medicine. How can I retire from medicine, right? Impossible. Medicine is my life. Medicine is my family. Medicine is my children. Medicine is my wife, my girlfriend, my everything. Everything. My brain was created for medicine, and I love it. I love every second of it. So many times I don't have the time to have a lunch, right? If I have a few minutes, I have a little fistful of nuts, a little bit of protein powder, right? A protein powder, a little bit of olive oil, maybe a tea and a coffee, decaf after 12 o'clock, and I'm done, and I keep going, and I come back. I take a little bit of protein juice. I go to the gym. Then from the gym, when I come back, I have another protein juice, take my shower, blah, blah, blah. And at night, little fistful of almonds, nuts, yogurt, 2 tablespoons for my probiotics. Yogurt has to be 100% pure, no added sugar, no nothing, right? No fat, no nothing for my probiotics. It's very, very beautiful diet. I have a lot of eggs. Eggs are super healthy for you, right? And it has done miracle for me. So this constellation of measures like exercise at least 1 hour a day, especially pushing weight and lifting weights, right? After 50. Very, very important to maintain your body mass. Increase your amount of proteins, right? Very important. Sleep good. Have a low stress environment, right? Because if you are stressed out, your cortisol, the stress hormone goes up, you become fat, right? You don't burn fat, right? So at work, I have zero stress. At home, I have zero stress. I mean, I have a lot of free time for myself, a lot of me time, right? It's amazing. So it's not just the keto diet that you have to follow. You have also overall to lower the amount of calories that you eat per day, because that has been proven scientifically that it will slow down your pace of aging. Nothing else works. There is no vitamin, mineral supplement that will slow down your pace of aging. The only proven solution is to lower the overall intake of calories. Means when I go to bed at night, at 9 o'clock, I know that I had really a small amount of calories during the day. I look at myself in the mirror. I look like $1 million. I love myself. I'm 50 years young. I look better than any 20-year-old. I look fantastic, right? And my brain is super sharp, right? The results of this healthy lifestyle that you can also achieve. And remember, the keto diet, the benefit, the reason why I didn't go with the other diet called the carnivore diet is that in the freaking carnivore diet, which is great too, that it's all about freaking meat, right? And you know that meat that you buy at the store is all processed, right? So you eat this freaking processed meat in your freaking carnivore diet. Can you tell me, is there any non-processed meat, whether it's poultry, fish, cow, goat, freaking pork? Everything is freaking processed, right? All the food that you eat, all the meat that you eat that is nice and beautiful, shiny red meat, it's freaking processed meat. It's full of dyes, it's full of nitrates, it's full of nitrites, it's full of carcinogen, it's full of pesticides. It's all freaking processed meat, right? Nothing is not processed in that freaking meat that they sell you in your carnivore diet, right? That's why I'm a vegetarian. I eat eggs, right? But I stay away from that freaking meat, because there is no meat that is not processed unless you have your own farm, right? And you raise your chickens, you raise your goats, you raise your cows, and unless you have your own little river in Alaska where a salmon is swimming healthy, and you fish the salmon over there, every freaking salmon you put in your mouth, every freaking tilapia that you put in your mouth is full of nasty pesticides that drain into the ocean, is full of nasty freaking carcinogens, right? Cadmium, mercury, methyl mercury, right? All these freaking shrimps that you can eat in the carnivore diet, a lot of them come from Southeast Asia, where they are raised in those farms full of mercury, full of cadmium, right? These nasty heavy metals that go in your brain, and after a few decades they give you dementia by the time you reach 60, 70 years old, when you are ready to retire, right? So every freaking stuff is processed. All this nasty meat and seafood and shrimps that they bring from Southeast Asia. And don't believe them when they say, oh, it's fresh salmon, it was just caught yesterday. Oh, really? Are you kidding me? The salmon was caught yesterday and you got it here right now at the store? How is that possible? Everything is processed. Everything is farm raised. Industrial food, in order to feed 350 million Americans, right? And all these 7.5 billion people on earth, right? The food industry has to be industrialized. It has to be industrial farming. There is no natural farming except if you live in your little village over there somewhere in the middle of nowhere and you have your own ranch and you raise your own chicken, you have your own eggs and blah, 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 blah. Otherwise, for regular people who live in the city like me and 99% of Americans, right, there is no way to have meat that is not processed, that is not full of carcinogens, pesticides, insecticide, dyes, nitrates and nitrites. Remember, processed meat is everywhere and it is a group 1 carcinogen of the International Agency for Research on Cancer. IARC, International Agency for Research on Cancer, has classified meat, processed meat, as a group 1 carcinogens. All these beautiful pepperonis, all these burgers that you love to eat, these pepperonis on your pizza, right? All these nasty hamburgers and blah, blah, blah that you love to eat, right? All these chicken McNuggets and all these fish tacos, all these fish burgers. My God, the freaking fish that they put in your burger, it's that freaking tilapia that they bring from Vietnam that is raised in these nasty ponds that are full of the water draining from all these factories full of mercury, cadmium, and other nasty heavy metals and pesticides, insecticides, carcinogens. And you put this in your mouth, you give it to your little kids so that when they turn 50 or 60, they develop dementia, cancer. And then people wonder, how come we're having more cancers? How come colon cancer? How come pancreatic cancers appear at younger ages, right? People wondering, how come my uncle who is only 65 or 70 at the prime of his retirement is already having dementia? Well, because the uncles have been fed since he was a 10-year-old kid all these nasty foods full of pesticides, insecticide, carcinogens. That's why people get all these nasty cancers, right? So in my opinion, it is best to avoid the carnivore diet for that main reason and to adopt the ketogenic diet. The other reason is that the keto diet will bring you way more, 10 times more diversity in what you can eat. Think about it. In the carnivore diet, you cannot eat avocados. You cannot eat strawberries. You cannot eat raspberries. You cannot eat tomato paste, which is a superfood, because they don't want you to eat anything that is plant-based, right? You cannot eat I'm not advertising the brand, super healthy almonds, super healthy walnuts, super healthy peanuts, super healthy pistachios, no sugar, no salt, right? Healthy, super healthy, made in California, right? You can't eat that. This is superfood. It's full of super amount of proteins, dietary fibers, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, everything in these nuts, right? And extremely low amount of sugar. Think about it. In 1 tablespoon of this tomato paste, 1 tablespoon I eat in the morning, afternoon, evening, right? I have only 2 grams of sugar. Isn't that crazy? Think about this. Cocoa powder, 100% pure. I'm not advertising any brand, just to tell you. It is 100% pure. No sugar, no salt, no fake sugar in it, not processed with alkali. It's natural, 100% cocoa powder. You can buy everything online or at any freaking store if You want to stay away from processed food, right? This is not food. This is superfood. I mixed 1 big tablespoon morning, afternoon, evening with my glass of protein. And my protein powder is 100%. Nothing, no sugar, no fake sugar, no sugar additives, no nothing in my protein powder, right? It's 100% pure collagen protein or whey protein or pea protein, right? My God, you get such, and I can eat avocados, right? Low sugar fruits, right? I can eat strawberries, right? I can eat raspberries, gooseberries, right? I can eat all these kind of fruits that are healthy with tiny amount of sugar, right? So you get, and of course, all these beautiful nuts. Most of my proteins, my dietary fibers come from all these healthy superfoods. These are not foods. This is not food. This is superfood, right? Peanut butter, my peanut butter, right? Unprocessed, 100% pure peanut butter. No hydrogenated fat, no salt, no sugar, nothing, right? My almond butter, 100% pure, right? You have to buy it pure with nothing in it, right? It had to be 100% pure, right? These are superfoods, right? That you cannot have where you're on the freaking carnivore diet. All you have to do, 99%, is freaking eat meat. Right? It's just crazy diet. Now, how can you go for this for decades? I started this keto diet for quite a few years ago, and I look so perfect. And I'm going to keep going until I die, until I'm 100 years old, right? But remember, you have to keep your sugar between 20 grams per day and 50 grams. Think about one apple. One apple has 20 grams of sugar, so I cannot eat an apple, right? But who cares? Who cares, right? One banana has 20 grams of sugar, right? So I cannot eat that. One mango has 25 grams of sugar, right? One bunch of grapes, right? 25 grams of sugar. Same thing for an orange, right? So when you're young, it's okay, be my guest. When I was younger, I used to eat fruits constantly, fruits, vegetables, junk food, constantly. Go to the gym, then go run, then go bike, then go ski, then hiking. I mean, it was crazy. My metabolism was super high. My testosterone was super high. I could have sex with my girlfriend. I don't have sex right now. I mean, I do have. I don't have a girlfriend, so I cannot have like before everyday sex or every weekend 10 times, right? I used to have sex with her like 5 times in a day on weekends. Saturday, Sunday, Friday, bring her here 5 times in a freaking day, right? I don't have that energy anymore, and I don't see the point anymore, right? When I look back in time, what was the point of being with the girlfriend the whole weekend, having sex 5, 6, 7, 10 times a day until your penis can no longer handle it, right? You get my point? And what is the point? What was the point? All right? But when you're young, you do these kind of things because you're constantly horny, your testosterone is high and blah, blah, blah. But when you look back, you're like, okay, what was the point of all that, right? You know what I'm saying? I like now to concentrate my energy to other, more productive things. But when you're young, it's okay. Just have sex as much as you want and eat as much as you want. But after a certain age, guys, you need to zip it, right? You can no longer behave like you're a 40-year-old or 30-year-old adult, right, with a high metabolism and have the high testosterone and blah, 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 right? So you have to moderate, you have to go into moderation. And the best moderation is the keto diet, because you stay away from this carcinogen called processed meat, and also, and you get a lot of variety that you cannot get in the carnivore diet, which is 99% freaking meat, which is 99% processed, and which is a group 1 carcinogen of the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, founded in 1965 in the beautiful second city of France called Lyon, right? which is responsible for research and coordination of research on cancer. Group 1 carcinogen, at the same level as tobacco smoke, air pollution, right? Tobacco smoke, air pollution, ultraviolet radiation. Think about that. Smoking, alcohol, ultraviolet radiation from the sun, air pollution, and red meat are at the same level, group 1 carcinogens, in the International Agency for Research on Cancer, that has classified carcinogens in 4 groups. The most dangerous one, group 1, then group 2, group 3, group 4. Group 1, red meat, processed meat. It's a nasty stuff. All these pork sausages, all this nasty salami and blah, 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 pepperoni. My God, how can all this beef jerky that they sell? It's funny, I go to put gasoline or I go pay over there. There's this nasty beef jerky, right, that they put in every freaking gas station. You have this nasty beef jerky. In addition, of course, to the other processed food, chips and nasty stuff that they sell you, and vapes and chewing tobacco. I mean, these gas stations should be ashamed of themselves for selling, and this Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all these beverages full of sugar that they sell to people, right? All this carcinogen. A gas station where you go to that little place to pay is full of carcinogens, nasty, super processed food, right? So I look at the ingredients in that beef jerky. My God, what a nasty stuff it is. How can people buy that and put that in their freaking belly? I don't get it. I don't understand, the same way I don't understand people who smoke weed, who drink alcohol, people who smoke, people who never go to the gym. I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how can someone be in a suicide mode, right? You are eating that beef junkie, then you order a pizza full of nasty pepperonis, then you eat this freaking potato chips, then you eat some hamburger full of nasty carcinogen chemical processed meat that you don't know where it comes from. You never exercise in your life. You smoke weed, you drink the tequila and wine. Ooh, let's drink wine. My God. And then you have a little weed with your friends. I mean, how can you do that? How can people do that to themselves? Believe me, I don't understand. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's okay. Listen to me, because I am here to help you towards graceful aging, to stay away from these nasty diseases that are caused by the criminal gangsters that are in the food industry, that are slowly but surely killing you, your children, and your family, and my family, of course, because they don't give a catso about what I have to tell them. My family members never give a catso to what I have to tell them and my recommendation. They just enjoy life. They're not enjoying life. They're killing themselves slowly but surely, but they will realize only once they get a heart attack, a stroke, or a cancer, and which has happened to many of them who are gone already. Unbelievable. But by that time, it's already too late, right? So remember, the keto diet is way better than the carnivore diet, because it has absolutely no processed food in it. You can make it 100% natural, the same way I showed it to you. 100% natural superfood, 100% natural superfood, 100% natural superfood, plus the protein powder, plus the avocados, plus the strawberry, plus eggs and blah, 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 and then yogurt, blah, blah, blah. You name it, you have such a diversity of food, but make sure that you combine it with overall low amount of calories at the end of the day. When you go to bed, you have to know that the amount of calories was low that you put in your belly, right? You don't need to skip any meals. You don't need to go on alternate fasting. It's a lie. There is absolutely no reason to not eat and to not satisfy your cravings. If I'm on a weekend, I home and studying or reading the news or blah, 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 and I'm hungry, I grab a fistful of this with 2 eggs and an avocado and some green tea. That's it. My hunger is gone for 4 hours because it cuts your hunger. And then after 4 hours, I'm hungry again. I grab a fistful of pistachios and I swallow with coffee, decaf after 12 o'clock, right? And 1 avocado, right? And I have also 2 tablespoons of healthy freaking tomato paste. And I can also have a tea, black tea, dark, anything you want. I mean, it's crazy. But make sure that at the end of the day, the amount of calories was low. Eat 10 times per day if you want. Science has proven that it is absolutely useless and absolutely not needed to fast any amount of hours, any amount of days, any amount of schedule. All you have to do is make sure you eat as much as you want, but eat healthy, unprocessed food with tiny sugar in it, means keto diet, maximum between 20 to 50 grams of sugar per day. And at the end of the day, make sure that you have a very low amount of calories by the time in your belly or the whole day by the time you go to bed. And if you combine this to at least 7.5 to 9 hours of sleep per night, depending on what your brain needs. For me, sleeping 9 hours is 10 times better. My memory is sharper. I'm super in shape the whole day, right? Plus, in addition to good sleep, plus exercise at least 1 hour a day. At least 1 hour a day, and make sure after 50, you really need to cut back completely on long distance running. Not running, but long distance. And you need to lift weight and push weight, right? So after 50, stop running long distance. I have a video I posted. I will tell you why. Plus, you need to lift weight to preserve and increase your muscle mass and increase the amount of protein that you have, right? It's a combination of everything. It's not just the freaking keto diet. It's everything, right? Everything. I don't have no wife, never been married, but if I had a wife, it's not just sex that is going to keep her happy. In order to keep the wife happy, or if you're a woman, to keep the husband happy, it's just not about sex only, right? You need to take her out. You need to be romantic. You need to keep her busy. You need to go see her freaking family, right? Like my ex-girlfriend, right? It was not enough that I have sex with her. She wanted more. I had to follow her to the funeral of the uncle, to the grandma. Oh, now they got a new baby. We need to go. Oh my God, her sister gets married, I need to go, right? In order to keep her happy, right? So it's the same in order to be healthy and age gracefully. It's a combination of everything. And last but not least, make sure that you have zero stress in your life. Means your cortisol, my cortisol, the stress hormone, peaks in the morning, goes down. If you are stressed out at work and or at home, your cortisol will always stay up. You will age very fast. You will develop cancer, heart attack, stroke, dementia, right? High cortisol, right? It's really bad for you, right? And you're going to become fat because high cortisol chronically, the stress hormone, right, makes you have cancer, heart attack, strokes, dementia. How can I forget dementia? Right? Low immune system. Your cortisol is going to kill your immune system. You're going to get any virus, any freaking microbes that is around. Right? I've never been sick in my life. I don't remember. When was the last time I was sick? I don't even remember. I should ask my mom maybe when I was a tiny little kid. I don't know. I don't remember, right? So you need to have low stress so that your cortisol is low. My work, I love it. I have zero stress at work. No stress. That's why I'm going to keep working until I'm 100 years old. I'm never going to give up medicine. I'm going to keep working, including Saturdays, right? 8 to 10 hours a day. Then when I come home, my God, there's no stress. I don't have to worry about my wife bitching at me. Respectfully, I say that, right? My kids, this, that, the grandmother, all my family members are either overseas in other countries or out of state. And I don't have right now a girlfriend, so I don't have to keep anybody happy and stress out about the girlfriend who's complaining about this, that. Oh, how come you didn't do this? How come you didn't follow me there? How come you didn't call me? How come you didn't answer my email? How come you didn't answer my cell phone? But I was busy checking the heart of a patient. Oh, how come you did this? Oh, why you don't want to go visit my mom somewhere in Los Angeles? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's constant headache, right? I mean, I apologize. I don't want to be insensitive, but you get my point. When you have to take care of people, family, people, friends, blah, 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 it's a constant amount of stress, right? So I don't have that because all my family members are out of state or overseas. So I come home, no wife, no kids, no girlfriend. My God, this is the happiest life that one can have. And I have my Honda Accord, 10 years old, parked over there in my condominium, in my parking stall, right? I don't have to worry about anybody stealing it, even though it's a beautiful, nice car, great on gas. It's 10 years old, so the guy's not going to steal it. The guy wants to steal the Mercedes-Benz or the BMW, right? He's not going to waste his time with that car, so I can sleep easily, right? And I don't have to worry about, oh my God, my property in freaking Mexico got flooded. Oh my God, my villa in freaking Portugal, Europe, the tenant doesn't want to pay the rent, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't own any freaking other property than this apartment and my car, nothing. I don't own anything else. My God, it is so good to have an essentialist life, to live with humility, modesty that I learned from my dad, right? To live with frugality, right? I love to have a beautiful apartment. My beautiful apartment is super clean, pristine, beautiful, nicely decorated, beautiful restroom, balcony, kitchen, everything. But I don't stress out for more because it's more than I need, right? Beautiful bedroom, everything, right? And I don't have to worry about my freaking condo in freaking Florida. Oh, now they are raising the property taxes, the HOA, and oh my God, an earthquake came and the whole building came down. And oh my God, the tenant doesn't want to pay the rent. And oh, now there are some squatters in my second home at Lake Tahoe over there that have taken over my property over there. I don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. And because I love medicine more than myself, I will never retire from medicine. So I don't have to worry about, my God, I don't have enough money for my retirement, but I'm never going to retire. I'm going to keep working and I'm going to keep improving my knowledge about medicine, surgery, everything, mathematics, science, physics, chemistry, biochemistry, human anatomy, physiology, diseases, cardiology, neurology, everything, you name me. I read it constantly to improve my medical knowledge, despite being 30 plus years in medicine, the same way the world tennis player number one, the world golfer number one, they keep practicing every day to stay on the top. I, Dr. B, despite being more than 30 years in medicine, I keep not only practicing at the clinic and getting experience, but also learning more and more and more and more. I constantly read about medicine. I am learning my language number 6 fluently. I am fluent in French, English, Spanish, Italian, Persian, also called Farsi, written, spoken. And I am becoming, hopefully in a few years, fluent in Thai, the Thai language, which I can read and write and speak at a slow pace, but pretty good. In a few years, God willing, I will be fluent. And I am improving my knowledge in the chess, in the game of chess, right? At high level, right? The same way mathematics, physics, chemistry, biochem. I'm improving my knowledge at high level, everything, thanks to the keto diet. Because it's really make your brain sharp to not have this nasty poison in your body called sugar. Glucose, sugar, is a poison. It slowly kills you. It's okay when you're young, but as you get older, it makes you fat. It gives you dementia. It gives you diabetes, right? It's a nasty poison, right? And don't tell me that people tell you that you need to eat fruits and vegetables, 5 servings a day. That's good when you're young, right? But as you get older, right, this poison that is in fruits is killing you. So replace the fruits with all the keto diet and that I just showed you, and replace all these bananas and freaking apples and oranges and freaking grapes and all these nasty fruits that are full of sugar with other things. So you can get all the vitamins, minerals, fibers, protein, everything from other sources that are tiny amount of sugar in them. The keto diet will make miracle for you. Guys, Dr. B graduated 30 plus years ago from medical school. I took the Hippocratic Oath to never ever put my interest above yours. I will always put your interest above mine. I will never sell you fake stuff. I will never tell you my opinion. Everything I tell you is backed by the scientific evidence. The scientific evidence. Like when I tell you that there is absolutely no reason to skip a meal, to do intermittent fasting. There's no reason to do that. All the studies have shown it's BS, despite what all these scammers, these quacks, these fake doctors tell you. All you need to do, satisfy your craving, but satisfy them with healthy, freaking low sugar stuff and a little bit each time. Get an avocado, get the eggs, get a fistful of peanuts with some tea, right? No sugar, no nothing, right? And that's it. That's all you need to do, right? Don't skip a meal. You're hungry, but don't get that chocolate in the fridge. Don't get that freaking ice cream, right? Don't order a pizza. Don't get a potato chips, right? No fries, no burgers, no nothing to satisfy your cravings, right? Then, of course, you're going to get fat like all my family members, right? But they don't give a cut about anything. All they want is just live by the day like there's no tomorrow. Put your comments and questions down there, regardless of your gender, ethnicity, race, politics, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Buddhist, Muslim, Christian, atheist, Islamist, anything. I love you. I give you a big hug. Whether you're a black, white, Asian, Latino, I don't give a cut. So whether you're a man, a female, or anything in between, I love you. I give you a big hug. Put your question down there, comments. I will get back to you as soon as I can in my busy but beautiful life. Follow me, follow my guidance, and my recommendation costs you $0. So that we stay away from diseases like cancer, stroke, heart attack, cancer, heart diseases, kidney failure, blah, 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 neurodegenerative diseases, dementia, arthritis, millions of diseases that are waiting to get to you. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, blah, blah, blah. I love you guys. God willing, if you follow me, I will teach you for the next 50 years and be with you just like this, face to face, naturally, without artificial intelligence and music and special effect. I don't need all that. A real doctor doesn't need all that, right, to teach people how to be healthy. And we will, God willing, be together in 50 years so that at the age of 100, we can die peacefully in our sleep, in our bed, at the age of 100. I love you guys. Talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.